Howdy, my name is Don Curtis, and I have the privilege of serving as the Assistant Dean for the undergraduate program in the School of Public Health at Texas A&M University and the Texas A&M Health Science Center. I have the opportunity to oversee our major in public health, which is called the BSPH, Bachelor of Science in Public Health. I also have the opportunity to oversee our undergraduate learning community, which is the Broad Street Society, and the 3 undergraduate minors that we offer to students across the A&M campus. Today, I've been asked to speak to you for a very few minutes about the degree in public health that we offer here at Texas A&M. And as a little bit of history for you, this degree started in 2014 with 18 majors that we essentially admitted by accident. We had left the admissions portal open, 18 students found it, and so that was our first class of public health scholars here at Texas A&M. Since that time, we have now grown to over 850 majors at Texas A&M University and at our Higher Education Coordinating Center in McAllen. So if you know anything about higher education and how it works, that's pretty astronomical growth. So I think we're probably doing something right. And this is certainly a program that I would encourage students to look at, particularly if you are interested in any of the healthcare professions. About 65% of our undergraduates self-identify as pre-professional in either medicine, dentistry, nursing, physical therapy, physician's assistant, even lawyers. There's a burgeoning field of public health law that's out there. And because of the unique times that we live in today, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, this is one of the first times where I really don't have to explain too much about what public health is to people, because it is front and center in almost every newspaper headline. It leads off almost every newscast that you will see and have seen probably since early March. So if you are interested in public health, this is a wonderful time to get involved in the major. And it's not just for students that are interested in going into healthcare. If you are what I call a true believer in public health and you want to become an epidemiologist and rid the world of diseases like Zika or COVID-19, public health is the avenue that you want to choose. Maybe you know that you've got that heart for helping people. In other words, you know that you want to help people in some form or fashion of healthcare, but maybe you're not sure about wanting to be a physician or a nurse. Well, you can also run a stable of physician or nurses by being a healthcare administrator or a hospital administrator, and so you would run a hospital. We offer expertise in that area as well. One of our graduate programs is health policy and management, and that will teach you how to be a healthcare administrator. Okay, so this is not about just going on to medical or professional school or graduate school. You have a lot of opportunities in public health, and quite frankly, this is one of the most diverse and flexible degrees that you could hope to find at Texas Anywhere, or really anywhere in higher education. So it certainly is something that you want to take a look at. Why public health at Texas A&M University? Well, we are the only fully accredited school of public health with an undergraduate program that is also a part of a health science center in the state of Texas. So immediately that's going to put you ahead of the game in comparison to any of your friends and classmates who might go to other universities to study public health, because we are fully accredited. That means that we have to meet certain educational markers to receive accreditation from what's called CEF, the Council on Education and Public Health. And so for them to certify us, we have to be able to show that we can deliver. And I'm happy to report that last year we received our certification once again from CEF. So that will set you above the pack when it comes time to apply to graduate or professional school, or to go out in the real world and get that first plum job right after graduation. Another interesting aspect of our degree in public health is that we actually are a degree in public health practice. And what that means is our students are fully trained to go out day one after they graduate and gain employment at a local city, county, state health agency. You don't have to be trained up. Some public health degrees are more degrees in public health theory, which is great because you understand the theory of public health, but maybe you haven't had the opportunity to practice its application. You will get that boots on the ground training at Texas A&M in the School of Public Health. So once again, something that's going to elevate you when it comes time to go and get that degree, or something that's going to make you look very good when you apply to medical school or nursing school or any of the professional programs that you may want to explore while you're here at Texas A&M University. What is it that makes us special? A couple of things. One, we're a fairly small major. We have 850 majors right now. We are enrollment capped at 1,000, so we will never grow into the tens of thousands of majors that you may see at certain other colleges here at Texas A&M. So realistically, that's a fairly small boutique major in the greater scheme of things at Texas A&M University. You compare that with 19 or 20,000 students in the College of Engineering, 13,000 in liberal arts. We're pretty small. The nice thing with that is you get to know your faculty very well. We have a very enviable student to advisor and student to faculty ratio here in the School of Public Health. So if that's something that's important to you, that is something that I would definitely recommend that you check out in terms of our faculty to student, advisor to student ratios. Another thing to consider is the overall GPA of our students in the School of Public Health is about a 3.462. Okay, coming out of high school, maybe that doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but I'm here to tell you at Texas A&M to average almost a 3.5 GPA is pretty impressive. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One, we require students to maintain at least a B average to remain in the major. So if you have less than a 3.0 GPA, we have to find you a new academic home at Texas A&M. Now, what that means is everybody in the School of Public Health, our undergraduate majors, are very serious about what they're doing. You're not going to have people in the back row messing around on their iPads or on their laptops or on their phones. They're there to study. And there's an old proverb that says iron sharpens iron. And so when you've got very dedicated, sharp students, you're going to have a better educational experience at Texas A&M University. Okay. And in fact, when you make it to the junior and senior level, our juniors and seniors overall GPA is over a 3.5. And I will put those numbers up against anyone at Texas A&M University in terms of the quality of our student body. So we have been very fortunate in that we've got fantastic students here. And I would certainly urge you to take a look at public health as a possible vehicle for your undergraduate career at Texas A&M University. One final thing that I would mention to you regarding the School of Public Health is we are also probably the most diverse college at Texas A&M University in terms of undergraduate enrollment. 44.7% of our undergraduates are white. We have 32.2% who are Hispanic, 6.2% are African American, and about 15% are Asian. So this is a very diverse student body. You'll have the opportunity to experience people from a lot of different cultures, a lot of people from different economic, academic, socioeconomic backgrounds, demographic backgrounds. So this is a great place to really kind of spread your wings and explore and see everything that the School of Public Health and Texas A&M can provide to you. So I believe that you're going to get contact information from all of us when we're done with our presentations today. I would seriously request that you feel free to reach out, give me a phone call, email me, let me know if you have any questions about the major that I can help you with. If you want to come down to campus, we would be happy to host you to visit a class or two while you're here, talk more about public health. So that's certainly something that you want to look at, as well as our honors learning community. The Broad Street Society, which I also have the privilege to be the executive director of, and most of you will be getting information about Broad Street from me in the near future. So I hope you've enjoyed the presentation today. Don't be a stranger. If you have any questions whatsoever, please let me know, and I'd be happy to help you in any way that I possibly could. So please enjoy the rest of the presentation and the program, and I look forward to welcoming you into our community of scholars next fall.